it's about celebrating your senses. It's one of the only professions that actually engages all 5 senses simultaneously. And for me, it's about just trying to, I guess, be human. My mother moved to France when she was 50. She'd never had a job in her life. Worked at the Hotel Ritz, did a sort of an apprenticeship at the Cordon Bleu and the Ritz Escoffier School. And my mother and I are very close. We're a lot alike. And when it was obvious that cooking was something she was passionate about, it made me think about cooking as a career. In the past, people have thought of food trucks as doing really scaled down basic food, for example, hot dogs. And the food trucks on the streets today are definitely not your grandfather's food trucks. They're quite a bit different. For example, we make fresh corn tortillas every day. We cook all our food fresh. We use high quality ingredients, for example, mahi-mahi, Mayport shrimp. And there's just a movement amongst guys who are really passionate about good food and can't afford to do a bricks and mortar and can't get the financing. It really does. We make everything on the truck fresh daily. For example, our corn tortillas. We have a special machine that was designed by a craftsman in Arizona. It took them 6 weeks to build. We think we're one of the only food trucks in the country that actually does fresh corn tortillas daily. And we take a great deal of pride in making stuff fresh. We don't cook food elsewhere and then transport it. We cook everything here on the truck. You know, I think it's just a longing to do something different, and ultimately the reason why there's innovation, in my opinion, is because we live in a world in which things don't work the way that they should. So if you can improve things just a little bit, then you've got your edge. And I think food trucks give people a different alternative. A food truck can change their menu on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and it's harder for a restaurant to have that kind of mobility and flexibility because they have a bigger staff, more people to train, more people to educate on what's in the food, whereas food trucks generally operate with a crew of 1 to 2 people, so it's easy to be nimble. There's a really cool dynamic amongst the food truck owners. We all work together, we help each other. There's some typical restaurant owners it's sort of taboo to help others in the business, and for us, we all help each other. We really do band together, and for example, Salty Fig, we were asked if we could share a location, and we gladly accepted. We weren't sure if it was going to take away from business or enhance it, and it actually enhanced our business, and that's, I think, sort of different than the typical bricks and mortar mentality. Social media is really the only way we're able to tell people where we're going to be. We use Facebook and Twitter, and I don't know how we could run a business without it, and I think that's been the whole social media, the proliferation of social media is one of the reasons why food trucks have expanded so much. One of the things about social media is that when people are able to find out where a food truck is, they can tell their friends, and they feel like they've discovered some sort of a hidden gem that only they know about. So it's kind of a fun thing for them to do, to tell their friends about it. I think the food trucks are really have hit sort of a critical mass in Jacksonville. When we started in January, we were only the 3rd full-time food truck, and now they're about a dozen. I think there'll be 15 to 20 in the next few months. So I think it's really reached a turning point. People appreciate them now for what they are. I think we've overcome the objection or the perception that we're doing hot dogs and have the same kind of food trucks did a decade ago. And I think we're going to see more food trucks. I think we're going to see them hopefully at the beaches in the coming months, and hopefully there'll be some sort of a combination. Like what we want to do is we want to have a food truck on our own property somewhere and sort of combine a bricks and mortar with the mobility of a food truck.